pastor would say to me, "You're not listening. Why do you despise me?" I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? I don't despise you. No, I've told you many times, Johnny, to not do X, Y, and Z, but you keep doing that. When you trusted yourself, how did your life work out for you?" And then, of course, I would have feelings like, "Well, shoot, I guess my life was all horrible. I didn't grow up in a nice house like you." That's I could feel that way, but then I would think, why is he telling me to distrust myself? Is it because he's like so narcissistic that he needs all the glory? No, he doesn't want me to like run that same path, that huge roller coaster being sad. He's telling me, "Johnny, if you trust yourself, you're gonna be miserable. I've told you, and I'm equipping you with the tools. Why aren't you listening to me? Why do you still trust yourself, knowing that you're gonna be miserable?" See, he was fighting for me, even though I didn't want to hear it. And there's times where I would straight up argue with him and just be hardened because I didn't want to be wrong, right? But every time I took a step back and I sat, like probably as soon as I opened the door, I knew in my heart, like, bro, you know you're just fighting with this guy because you don't want to be wrong. Like deep down, you don't want to take accountability, Johnny. Like that's what it is. And I would have those types of feelings too and thoughts and be like, okay, maybe I should hear him out. And the more I would sit there, it would be this internal battle away from Pastor Kim in the solitude of like, was he right? Yeah, he's right. And then usually he'd come back and he'd circle back around a little bit nicer. And he'd be like, "Johnny, come on." Remember one time, like slapping my leg. "Come on, Johnny." Like, "I can't beat you up, okay? Like, I ain't gonna lose, okay? And like, I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "I don't want to fight you, Pastor." Like, and like all mad. And, "I don't want to fight you. You don't love me. Why do you even love me?" I say stuff like that and be like a little kid. And he's like, "But think about it, Johnny. Why? Why would I say that to you? Like, and when did you ever listen to me and fail? Like, you've only leveled up. So please, like, hear me out. You really think I'm sitting here, like, trying to step on you? Me stepping on you, what does that do for me? Nothing. Why would I let you move into the church? Why would I take you to eat Korean barbecue? Why would I do those types of things? Can you please not think about yourself one time and just think about why I'm doing it? Am I really that stupid? Johnny, you really think I'm stupid? That's what it is." And I'm just like, damn, like, he's like, how can you say you're a good person if you're looking down on the people who help you? And it really gave me like perspective, like, damn, I'm not a good person. He's like, "You're not evil because you shot at people and did evil things. You're evil because you think you're a good person. That's the issue. You think that you're doing great, but look at how you're treating me, And I'm like, dang, that's true, And then immediately thoughts would come up. Oh, he's weaponizing this, and right, there's always those counter thoughts. And he would fight that thought for me.